Okay, so today is January 24th. It's a Sunday. It's 57 degrees here in Alabama. I made a big mistake today. I'm a big believer in using other people's mistakes so I can learn from them. So I'm probably going to post a quick video just to hopefully people can learn from my mistake. But I decided I had not been down here in 2 or 3 weeks to check on my hives because it's just been rainy and cold, and I thought I had them set up just right. Well, after church I thought I'd run down there and take a look. Well, I got to the very end. They all got bees going good, and I got to the very, I'm not going to get too close and I'll explain why in a little bit. I got to the very last one, and sure enough, something had bumped this one. Now the base of it is sitting good and straight, so more than likely there's deer around here. More than likely a deer has decided to come up on this one and use it maybe as a scratching post. But anyway, it has bumped the top, and so I'm gonna have to take care of that. And I was talking to my wife, I was FaceTiming her, showing her. Well, I want you to look at what I got on, and this is where my mistake is. Let me see if I can get this thing turned around. This is my mistake. I come at that hive wearing this completely black raincoat, dark jeans, and I was just down there looking all in the hive, bent over, just, ooh, looky here, and showing her what everything was going on. I wasn't thinking that I'm completely undressed. I've never had a problem with these hives before, but I'm wearing completely black jacket, dark clothing. They're already agitated because something's messed with them. And then all of a sudden I had one come up and pop the far out of me right there. And so anyway, I had to run home, go get my little beekeeping costume, and I'm going to take care of this. But my point is, check on your hives, fairly often. I don't dig in these hives this time of the year, but if I hadn't came down here, we've got some rain coming in here this afternoon. If I hadn't came down here, this hive would be rained in, and more than likely it'd be ruined. I've lost one that way before. But anyway, hey, learn from me. Wear proper clothing when you go check on your hives. Don't wear dark clothing. Check on your hives often, especially if your hives are out in the out somewhere else where the other animals can mess with them. But just thought I'd learn. I just thought I'd let you learn from my mistakes, and it's going to be a good one. Anyway, good luck. All right, now with the proper attire, light colors, my beekeeping costume, I've got it straightened out. It only took me a few seconds. I don't think there's any major damage from what I can tell. Looking on the ground, it was just an animal or something like that. I'm assuming a deer had bumped it. Let me fix this and I'll show you. So what I've done is, now that I put it back together, I didn't feel safe about putting 2 little bricks on it anymore, so I've decided to put a concrete block on top, and hopefully that won't happen again. The girls seem to be doing really well. A lot of different colors, a lot of orange and red pollen coming in this time of the year. And even what was funny was, whenever I wish I could show you some red pollen. There's some yellow. Whenever she popped me, there's some red right there. There's some. From what I understand, that's probably they call it hen bit. But from what I understand, whenever I did pop her, ooh, this is doing really well. When I popped her, that red pollen smeared all over my hand, had a very sweet smell to it. It wasn't the warning pheromone. It was just straight up sweet pollen. So that was fairly interesting. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Learn from my mistakes. Check on your hives often. Make sure no animals bumped them, knocked them over, or anything like that. I've dreaded that from day one, and it finally did happen to me. I feel good about it now, though. I feel like that concrete block should keep that in place. But check on them often, and don't go walking up to your hives wearing very dark clothing, especially not black, and then no protection, because whoever they is, say that the bees may detect that as a bear coming up, and they're not real fond of bears, I guess. Anyway, learn from my mistakes. Check on them often. Wear proper attire. Good luck.